In the previous episode, we went down an ancient debris rabbit hole for the sake of automating GeoOrr, which we did. We automated, we expanded, and now we currently have a ton of GeoOrr crystals. But in today's episode, I want to see if we can quickly turn all of these crystals into the ingots so we don't have to do the smelting ourselves. And if time allows, also see if we can add a new farm in this area over here, which will help us mash up some mobs. Okay, so the first thing I want to tackle is the smelting of these, geo shards into the actual ores. And to do that, I'm just going to go ahead and turn off this entire farm. Yeah, this is how I've been turning it off since I built it the very first time, because I don't know if there's a way to power it all off at once, I guess. So I know it might not be the most efficient, but for now it does work. We do need 2 levers for those two, so let's quickly go craft those, because I would like to rather have it turned off completely than have it firing every time we need to do something or while we're doing something. And now I need to, I guess I can just say search lever over here, lever. And we're going to do that. We're going to need another one. There we go. And we can just chuck this back in here. We need to still sort out the wood chest as well. Okay, well, let's just chuck that back in there. So we can now turn off these two at the back as well. And I do think I set these to redstone mode high. So we're just going to do that. Turn it off. That. Turn it off. Now it should all be turned off. And the reason why I want to turn it off is because we're going to rip out and rearrange this. And we're also going to take some of these drawers and move them over to this side with the smelter and everything over there. But another thing I want to do is I would also like to maybe move this furnace, because I want to add 2 more of the budding coal ores. So we're technically going to rip that out, and we're going to rip this out like so. And then the ores we have over here. Here we go. We've got 2 more coal ores, because we made a bunch extra in the start, so we're just going to do that. Can't believe it grows that fast. There we go. And we need to make 2 more boosted growth accelerators as well. So that's going to look something like that. But then also, while we're busy with it, I want to maybe continue and change this 8 times netherite generator into a 64 times. So we have 1, so we need to make 8 more. No. Yeah, we're going to need 8 of the 8s, and we already have 1. So we're going to have to make 7 more 8 netherite generators. Okay. And each one of the 8 netherite generators requires a singular. No, requires 8 singulars. So that's 7 times 8. So we need to make a total of 56 normal netherite generators. And to make the normal ones, we need to make 56 iron generators. Okay, so I'm just gonna, let's just type it in chat. 56. Okay, cool. So we need to firstly make 56 normal iron, normal generators, I guess, or furnaces. I don't just want to shift click because I don't know how many we're going to craft. And I don't know if there's a button to make this simpler, so I can just craft 56, I guess. Now we need to make 56 iron generators. 56. That's only 22. We're out of obsidian. Okay, well, that's not a problem. We got some more, don't you worry. And now we're out of ancient debris. And we're out of scrap. Still not a problem. We're just going to take a bunch of this. And I do believe we put them in 4. No, 9s. Need 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 2 stacks of those. And before we hammer those, let's just quickly grab ourselves 3, 6 of those. And we're just going to craft up another one of those and another one. We're going to do this. Did I already break that hammer? I did. Okay, all of those are going to go in there. Let's just clean up this chat. We're going to have to make ancient debris. Did that only give us 64? A bit rough. Oh, there's more over there. What is that we're out of now? Charcoal. See, this is now the never-ending rabbit hole, and I just want to build a mob farm, and now we're down the ancient debris rabbit hole. Dark oak, there we go. 12. Just because I feel like it gives you more, and we don't have to pillar up to get the remainder of the trees. There we go. Get rid of those. I also did something earlier because between the episodes, I did go ahead and made some charcoal for this whole process, and it feels like I pushed something and my charcoal disappeared, or my wood disappeared, my logs. I pushed the middle mouse sort button and it was as if everything was just gone. So I don't know if I bugged it out or whatever. Okay, cool. Let's quickly go down here and we're going to chuck a bunch of these in here. And we're just going to wait for that to smelt down a bit. Okay, they're all smelted down. And now let's see if we can make the remaining 56. And still going to need ancient debris. Okay, cool. Let's grab that. Also hungry. That's the only thing with modern Minecraft is all the rabbit holes, but it still remains fun. Let's grab a ton of these. Get all of those in there. We need 3 again. 1, 2, 3. And let's quickly make another 2 hammers because I can guarantee you the hammers we have will not be enough. So that is 6. And we're just going to do this again. What am I doing? Okay. Just do it like this. Okay, cool. All of those in there. Ingots. And then can we make the last few? There we go. 56. So we have 56 netherite generators, and now we need to turn those into 8 times. So we're going to need a total of 7 of these. There we go. We just need to do this. So we have 8 of those, and we need to make 1 of these, and just 1 of those. And there we go. The 64 times netherite generator. The reason why I didn't get the 64 times achievement, because we already have a 64 times magmatic generator as well. So I crafted that between episodes. Now we can add this on to here somewhere, I guess. I do think it should remain here. We're going to tell it to extract. And then that should be it for that. Now what we need to do quickly is just add the modular routers for these. Oh, we need the 2 growth crystally things as well. Boost. There we go. We need to craft 2 of those. Which is 2 of those. Craft 2 of those. And then we need 4 of these. There we go. Okay, cool. Remember how long it took the previous time to craft all of that? Now everything's going so much faster, which is why I just love this mod. Gonna do that. Okay, cool. And then we need to do the sending of items, and we're gonna send everything over here. And we also need 2 mufflers in each of these. So it's a sender, 2 mufflers, sender, 2 mufflers. And we're just going to repeat that on these 2 as well. Sender, 2 mufflers. And then the mining one needs to be, we just have to click. So we're going to say whitelist, block, up. And we're going to say at yours, and we're going to say coal. That's it. And we're going to shift it, and we're going to do 2 and say bottom. 3 of them, half, sorry. So this is up, down, up, up, down, down. Okay. So those are working as well. I just want to see, did we not have a power generator in this cable? Yeah, it was this one, advanced pipe upgrade. Okay, so all of that is running. Those 2 are running in there. I actually feel like I want to do this maybe. Oh, I just fell down. Okay. Oops, 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 oops. Okay, cool. And then where's my shovel and my pick as well? See, I don't know how far this goes down, and I'm too scared I break it all. Just grab that. There we go. Okay, cool. I'm not going to close this up yet, because now what I want to do is I also want to run items into this pipe. So we're going to rip out some of these. Like so. And this one. And we're just going to leave all of that there. So that should be it for the additional things. Now we need to change this up, and we've got everything except Thurters and Netherite. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need a total of 10 drawers. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I got this pickaxe from a wandering trader, and it's potent. So now I'm thinking we should maybe rip out. I do like these leaves, yeah, but we'll sort it out again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. 10. Okay. We've got those. And then what I want to do is I want to grab these. Oh, why did it still have wood in there? Oh, I think what happened is we didn't have enough. No, we had enough fuel, so that might be where it shifted to. Okay, anyway. Have 2 furnaces. If we rip 2 out there, and we take the 2 up there, then we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just wondering if we can maybe make it somewhat so these are in the middle with their inputs and outputs. But I think we're going to leave them here. We're going to leave them here, and we'll remove a part of this just so we can get inside here. And then I'm going to do this as well. Okay, so we're going to have another drawer controller down here. We'll have items getting pulled out of the drawer controller and put into these two. And we'll have items get pulled out and put into this drawer controller, which is smelted. And we'll also pull from that side and get those put into this to get smelted. So I'm not going to do that on camera. I'm quickly going to build it, and then we'll get back to it, and I'll just show you guys what it looks like and how it works, because it's literally going to be that just using the pipes network. So I don't want to spend too much time doing that, because I would really like to spend more time on the mob farm. Okay, so I turned this on again, and you can see I rearranged these items over here. These on this side I've upgraded, I've added diamonds, and we've already smelted down quite a lot of our diamonds. I think that's what we got in again after we started letting this run. And how this works is we just connected it up with a bunch of pipes. We have input to these furnaces on the side over here going into the furnace, and you'll see as well on the left hand side we've got in output, and on the back of them we have pipes pulling out, which then pulls out the smelted items, in this case redstone, which we'll add to that just now. And then also the fuel gets put in via the side. But this fuel is the one thing I want to change, because I did receive a suggestion in the comments to add the factory augment. So we're going to do that just now. But then over here, I just want to show we do have our little furnace or our little netherite generator over here. We had to increase this output with a netherite pipes upgrade just to speed it up, to make sure we have enough power running through. And then over here, you can see that is the coal geo blocks compacting drawer, sorry. And we added 2 filters over here saying that we pull geo ore, like the coal geo ore block out, and we added a destination, which is the netherite generator. But we also inverted, just told it not to take the coal shards, because for some reason it kept on taking the coal shards, which I didn't want it to do. So not sure why, but yeah, that was a thing. We don't have a block. But anyway, like mentioned, now I want to add the next, or I want to see if we can upgrade these to factories with factory augments. You can see it's quite fast, but I do believe if we add the factory augment, and I'm going to do a speed augment as well, see if that works, if it drains the power or not. But we can basically, I think we just right click these. Yeah. And then I already connected the power up as well to the system. Let's just chuck that back in there. But you can see this is going quite fast, and we have item or upgrades on the pipes to take items out as well. And that's going quite fast. I wonder if it's necessary for the speed augments. Will it actually make a difference? Oh, it really does make a difference. I don't know if it's such a big difference, but we've got it now, and this seems to be keeping up. It looks like it's keeping up. I don't know. We might have to add 2 more budding coal geos. I don't know. But for now, I do think I'm just going to let it be. My only concern is, like, will it eventually go around and start getting some of the other items as well? Or will it just constantly be backlogged with the redstone, because redstone keeps on getting harvested? I don't know. But what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to leave those 2 on. I'm going to turn these off. And then I'll just let it catch up a bit while we work on the next farm. So before we start the next farm, I would just like to show you guys that that's working, obviously. And we took out the speed augment, and we're ahead. as you can see, everything's emptied out except for the netherite crystals. Those we do manually for the time being. But all our ores have slowly started to fill up. So this is really a good sign, and we will connect all of this to the bigger storage once we reach that point. Because I know this is only temporary, being the normal drawer and not a compacting drawer. So this is just to get everything working so we can have that running now. But what I want to do next is build ourselves a little mob farm. Well, actually two. I want to do one for passive mobs and hostile mobs, and I think this area might be perfect. I did think about this area, but then I remembered we're still going to have to expand this all the way down with some of the other ores that we don't have yet. So the first thing we need to do is maybe just get this onto small, and then can we use maybe our pick? Yes. How many? It's only one block we have to go down. I have to mind this now very specific because some of these are mud blocks, so we can't use the pick on them. We can use the pick on them, but it takes longer. So what we rather do is why does this take so long? Oh, those are copycat. We'll rather use the pick on the normal blocks, and it will automatically mine the softer block, which was the mud one. But okay, just like that, we've actually cleared out all of this already. That's not bad. And I also spied some dripstone over there. I don't know if there's any elsewhere in this little build, but I'm gonna grab that. Okay, cool. So we've got those, and now the next thing we need to do is determine the measurement. So I do think let's go to the mod. Let's go to the mod and see what it says. So this is the direction we're gonna go, and we first need to getting fluid XP, but I just want to read this. So 4 buckets of fluid XP, some sort of seeds, and 4 select crops will get a nutritional chicken feed. The 4 crops are, or their seeds are all obtained through sieving. Okay. Feed it to a chicken, golden egg. Placed on dirt and will make, at most, a 5x5 area of delightful dirt. Okay, so at most a 5x5. So I think if we do 1... and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like so. And then I don't think we should have it right up next again. Right up against it. Maybe we should do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like this. But now I do think we need to move this up by 3 blocks. Let's do it here. So that's 1, 2. Where's my pick? So this will be over here. This will be over here. And this one will be over here. Okay, cool. And the reason for that is because now we have this little gap in between. We can do all our wiring and stuff like that. And that way we don't have to worry about both bombs running at the same time if we only want one running at a time. So with that done, I think we need to measure out. So that's 3, 4. And I think this should be the front of the farm. Like so. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this should be the back. So we're obviously going to have to rip out some of this. Like that. And now we can just rip all of this out as well, because I don't want all of this. And then this farm is not my own at all. I've seen ChosenArchitect build it quite a few times. This is my first time playing with this mod, so not gonna risk doing it and doing it wrong. So I'm just gonna do what I've seen Chosen do and build his type of farm. Because, yeah, I don't want to do it over and over and over. That's mainly the point. Oh, I also forgot I wanted to craft a backpack and I wanted to bring you guys along. So there's the backpack. We got ourselves a backpack now, which is grand. And the reason why I wanted to craft a backpack, because I would love to get a feeding upgrade in there and maybe 1 or 2 other upgrades. And then turn it into our modded backpacks. So we keep all our modded gear in there. Because currently our modded stuff really gets out of hand. And I'm not talking about like the drawers and all of those things. I'm talking about stuff like pipes and those type of things. Okay. So we did add the dirt, but we can rip that out because we're also going to do something else down here. And we're going to go through this way. We're just going to go straight through to this side. Rip this one out. Okay, cool. And then just this one. Okay, perfect. I do think we should maybe just build them up and get them already complete in regards to height and stuff. I think 3 high should be more than enough. I don't think I'm going to have enough blocks to do all of this, but it's fine. We can go make more. 3 high, or should we do 4 high? I think we're going to do 3 high. Let's just do 3 high for now, and then we'll take it from there. So that's 1, 2, it's 3. I'm sure there's a mod, like a wand or something, but okay, we've got this going. So we've got the basics of the mob farm in place, and now we can maybe tackle the quest line. So the first thing we're going to do is getting fluid XP, and for that we need an absorption hopper, vacuums up items and XP orbs in a 7x7x7 area. Can be configured to push out on any side. Fluids will insert to tanks and items to inventories. Range is increased by absorption radius upgrades. Area of effect can be toggled in its GUI. Position can be offset in its GUI. Singularity tank. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we can do that. Okay, let's go make those two things. I was thinking of using this thing, experience holder, but yeah, okay. Ooh, so yeah, let's craft this. I guess I need to first look at what I need to craft. So it's this thing, and then we need to craft this thing, and then we're also, do we have Eye of End in there? We do. So can we just craft that? We can do that. Do this. So we've got that one. And then we just need the singularity tank. And we've got that one. Perfect, I guess. And that gives us 1 fluid XP. XP jelly baby. Consumable XP value. Oh. So if I put this down and I put this on top. Down. Fluid. Okay. Can I put this baby in there? Can't. Can I put that in there? No. See, now the question is, how do I get XP from that? Do I eat this? I'm not really sure how you do this, or do I actually have to kill something? Oh, there's 1 bucket in there. Let's say up. None. See, that's why I wanted to use the other one, because the other one you just literally, I think you can click your XP into it. This one. So I think we should go for that one. We have this one now. I don't know how it works. I'll figure it out. But let's make this one. And for this one, we're going to need something called blaze gold. For blaze gold, we're going to need to make blaze gold, raw blaze gold. To get that, we're going to need raw blaze gold ore. And for that, we're going to need a block of gold and shadow pulse. So blaze gloom is the best. Primogel. That we can make. Okay, so we should be able to make all of those things. So, Primogel, we're going to need some rotten flesh. Let's quickly see. Dirt, clay balls, and sugar. There's sugar somewhere over here. I know that for a fact. Oh, there we go. Sugar cane. So, we're going to need 2 sugar. We're going to need 4 clay balls. There we go. Can we make that now? We've got 1. And then we need blaze. So 2 redstone, 4 blaze powder. No. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And what was the last one? Was nether wart. I don't know if I've got a nether wart before. Let's quickly go check upstairs. No, we haven't. Okay. But I do think we can sift for it. See for it. Sift for it. Just make sure there's nothing in here. Oh, there's some more of that. Okay, so let's click to see wart. We need to sift soul sand through any of the meshes. Do we have soul sand? We have 2. And we get that via witch's water and sand. Okay, let's just first hope we get what we need from that. We did not. Did this thing pick anything up? No, it didn't. Okay, so we're first going to have to make a bunch of soul sand, because that's going to be something we're going to need. So I'm going to make that off camera because it's boring. So I'll bring you guys back once we have it and we can sift through it all. Okay, I've got 4. Let's see if 4 does anything. No. Still didn't pick up anything. What's the drop rate of this? Nether wart through a diamond mesh. 10% chance. Okay, well, I'm gonna just continue to make some of the soul sand, and then I'll bring you guys back once I get the required amount of nether wart, because I have an idea it's gonna take quite a while. So a total of 2 more tries, and we actually got to finally, but I do think we need to be clever about it, and we're gonna do this. Why? Oh, we're still waiting. Okay, while we're waiting for that, we can maybe just refill those so long. There we go. And like I mentioned, we're going to be clever about it, and we're going to rip these 2 out for now. We're going to place some soul sand over there. And we can twerk then. Okay, that's good. So now we can just do this and just see if we can get some more going. Okay, cool. We've got some more. Perfect. This I'm going to just place in there for now. And now we can craft ourselves the blaze bloom goo. And we're also going to need 4 blocks of gold. So if we go gold, we need 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I'm not mistaken, we literally place this down and we surround it with our gold blocks, and this should slowly start to spread towards the gold blocks, if I'm not mistaken. Are we spreading? Does that need to be on top of something? Oh, we have to activate it. Okay, I forgot. Okay, so that's activated. Now it should start to spread to the actual gold blocks. Do we need more? Do we have to feed it more? No, we don't have to feed it more. Okay, so while that goes, let's look at the recipe for the item collector. So the item collector, fairly standard again, but then we need a ferrocore ingot. So we're going to need raw this. So we're going to have to go that way. And for this, we're going to need exactly the same again, but with a block of iron. So again, we're going to go craft ourselves this block. We're going to need 2 more sugar. We can chuck that away. And we're going to need another clay block for 4 balls of clay. We're going to do this one again. We're going to craft, okay, so 2 more of, I guess we can just do this over here. There we go, it converted. And then we're going to need iron as well. Iron. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this works exactly the same, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Nice. And then we've got our 14 blocks. And I guess we could just reuse this as often as we want to. So now we've got that going. So while the iron goes, we can quickly come over here and just chuck that in there. We've got our blaze gold ingots. I don't see this one crawling. Well, I trust it's working. It happened while I wasn't looking at it. Maybe that's the key. Don't look at it. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so we need to craft then the XP thingamajig. We need 2 books. So for books, we need paper and leather. We do have some leather, and I do believe we have paper in the system. So we're going to do this, this, this. We need 2 books. 1 more, please. There we go. That one just went as well. And then we can do this. And there we go. We've got our experience holder. Grab these. Only 13. That's weird. Okay, well, anyway. Let's chuck our 13 ores in there. I wonder if this thing didn't pick it up. No, it didn't. I keep on thinking it picked it up. But let's then see. So we've got that. For this, we're going to need 2 hoppers. We've got enough for 2. And that's our item collector as well. And now I need to clear my inventory just a little bit because it's quite a mess. Okay, cool. Chuck that in there. Chuck those in there. I'm going to leave that in there for now. Throw all of those in there. These in here. Okay, I don't know if we're going to need those. We're not going to need that for now. Let's chuck this in there. We will sort out our inventory eventually and the storage, or not our inventory, our storage, but for now that's perfect. Okay, so we crafted those 2. Let's also craft these blocks just while we're at it. So we need 9 and 9 equals 18. There we go, 18 of those. So we've got that done. Let's craft some repeaters. We're going to need some sticks. I'm just going to chuck the sticks in there. I do think our drive is slowly starting to fill up. That's fine. It's fine. I do also think I do have a repeater in here. I do. Let's just craft some more. Let's just grab a stack of redstone as well. I want to craft a lever. Maybe. Do that. Or can we do a lamp, a redstone lamp? 2 of those. Redstone lamps. Okay, so we've got all of that. I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to take that off and singularity tank. We need to craft some of this. I'm going to just do 32. I think that's fine. got all of those items. We need to do an ender inhibitor. Ender inhibitor is just like it says on the box. Ender inhibits teleportation of entities up to 8 blocks away. Can be attached on any side of solid blocks. Right click to deactivate. So we want to do one of those. That's perfect. Let's quickly put our backpack on our, well, I don't know, our back, I guess. Which one's, oh, there's the backpack slot, and take it off. I don't want to see it. And I also want to do this. Can we take our armor off as well? Yes. Okay, so we crafted ourselves some lamps. Now, let's first wait on the feed. Let's craft these. I want to do 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, so it's 8. Let's do that. So we've got 4 over there. What's the crusher for? Oh, I think that was something else I looked at. We're also going to need mob mashers. So we're going to need some swords. And then we're going to need some spikes. So we're going to need more swords. I don't know how many swords we're going to need. So it's 3 per spike. So it's 6. That should be enough swords for the spikes. No, wrong button. 1, 2, 3. Did I make too much now? Yeah, we made too much, but it's fine. And then we're going to need 4 more swords. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, chuck those back in there. Chuck those in there. And we want to do 2 mob mashers. I just want to take that out as well. And I think we're going to need maybe 2 more of these. Okay, perfect. So we've got those upgrades. Can we make a looting upgrade? Blue dye. We've got lapis, so that's not a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to make a whole stack. Can we do a bunch of these? 16. Sounds fair. Let's just craft all of them. I'm just going to craft all of them because why not? They can stack up to 10, I think. Yeah, max of 10. It's perfect. Then we have the luck one. I don't know if we're going to need a distance upgrade. Feathers. Oh, that could be a problem. Killing chickens gives you feathers. Okay. Not going to worry about that for the time being. Instead, we're going to continue with the rest of the farm. So before we can add the animals and any of those type of things in here or the contraptions, what we need to do is do these. So these blocks work as cog blocks. You power them, and then they also pulse redstone upwards. Again, I did not build this. I learned only when I saw this video the other day that if you power these, they actually do that. And that is all thanks to ChosenArchitect. So I am not taking credit for it. I'm only building the farm he's got, and I've already messed it up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So something like that. And then, oh, we didn't build the clock blocks. Clock block. Oh, that's a mouthful. It's basically a block that's going to act as a clock. So we need to build one of those as well. So let's quickly grab... It's these. Oh, I do have some of those blocks. I'm not going to craft more. We're going to need 2 of those. Chuck those in there. There we go. Okay, so basically what I like mentioned, so every time this receives a redstone signal, it's going to pulse, and it's going to pulse upwards. And the reason we want to do that is because the dirt we're going to have in the farm actually works with redstone. So every time it receives a pulse, it increases its chance of spawning a mob. And that's why. And we have a repeater because if you just power it, it will lock it. So you need a repeater to pulse it. And again, I did not build this. I learned it all from Chosen. So all credit to Chosen Architect for this. I mean, he has to be one of my favorite modern Minecraft players when it comes to blocks like maps like this and stone block and those type of things. By the way, I want to start playing stone block as well, so keep an eye out for that. I don't know if it's going to be a stream or also a relaxed long play. Might just be a stream. Okay, so that should be it for those. Then we're going to need a fan over here, a fan over here, and a fan over here, if I remember correctly. So. And then the same on this side. One there, one there, one there. No, that is incorrect. And did I not make enough fans? I did not. Oh. Like, I promise I can count. I can. I'm sure I can. I'm supposed to be able to count. So let's just make more of those. So we need more slabs. Because it's 3 per. Yep, there we go. Get these in here as well. So it's one there, one there, one there. Then we have a mob masher right there, right there. And then I only remembered now that we're going to need 2 collectors of XP and 2 collectors of items. Or can we make it funnel into a single container? I just quickly want to see the storage mod. Basic storage. Do we have barrels? Okay, see, these are good. These are pretty good. So let's make some. I think they're called at sophisticated. Wow, they really go all the way. Spruce diamond, oak diamond chest, oak netherite chest. No. Where did I see that now? Oak diamond, oak netherite. What am I going to need to make this? This is the question. This is the eternal rabbit hole we're going to jump down into now. So I take it we're going to have, well, let's just start at the very basic. Oak chest. So we're first going to make one of those. And one of those. There we go. Perfect. We're going to chuck that in there. And now we're going to go back all the way. So first one is iron. Then it's gold. I guess we can just say use. Diamond. Why did that not work? There we go. Netherite chest. So if we were to put this down here, see it's a nice big chest. And if we were to put the item collector on top, we can still open that. Can we say show, no, not show particles. Yeah, render area, perfect. Can we offset this by 1? No. Why? Then not this way. Oh, we have to kind of push it back. How many more? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's perfect. And now we're going to move it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it does both at once. So let's do 2 more. Oh, you can only go 5. Okay, so we're going to have to do 2. Not a problem. What I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to do 1 at a time. It should be fine, though. I'm still just going to do 2. It's fine. I was thinking we can maybe use it because it's going to go all the way to there. But then I remembered, because see now it can go 2 more to that side. Then it's on that. But then what if something lands over there? So no, it's fine. Can we reset? No. We can't. Okay, so we're going to bring this back to, let's say, there. We're going to make this a bit smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to offset it on the X. 1 more. Perfect. And then we're going to make it bigger on the Z. Let's bring this back by 1. This should be fine. I think that's fine. We can pull this back in. No, this back in. And this should be perfect. Now, the only thing we're going to need still is to hook up all our redstone bits and do our light. So I'm going to go... I think I'm going to eventually anyway go up 1 higher. And do this. Like so. I don't know if this is going to work for the passive form though. Because I think passive mobs spawn where the light level's on or not. But anyway, for symmetry's sake, we're going to do that. We're going to say... How did I turn that on? Okay, so this is basically what it's going to look like. We're going to have a chest over here that's going to pick up all the items. We did set the little radius. And on this side, we'll do a little XP one as well. And we might remove this ugly thing. But I think before we continue any of that, adding any of the upgrades and stuff like that, we should maybe look into the next part of the mod, which is if we go back to chapter 2, the cool parts. We've done that. We've done this one. Let's just grab all of these. We've done that. We've done fans. Oh, it actually gives us one of each. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So we can technically make this farm work. So maybe we should see if we can make it work. Right over here is where the fan is, right? Yeah. So let's do this. Like so. And like so. And we're going to just do that. Okay, basics of that should be done. Now, if we were to put a lever on here and flick that, we do have the fans working and we're stuck now. Okay, cool. So fans are working. And now we can just look at adding upgrade. So this one needs to get a width upgrade. Mop width upgrade. So we actually need another one of these. And that's the one that requires the feathers. Because we need 2 to make it go to both sides. Because otherwise, if we don't have that in, we just have singular. So we need another width upgrade. And then if we do this one, that is fine. Okay, cool. So we need one more width upgrade. But we're not going to do that right now. Like mentioned, we're going to hop into getting these 2 things done. So the first one will be nutritious feed. Do I have it on the hotbar? And also the next one will be the hostile feed. So we're going to do that. And to do that, the first one we're going to do is this one. We're going to need seeds. We're going to need beetroot, carrots, potatoes, and wheat. And then the 4 buckets of XP. I quickly want to see, can we take this off? Yeah, and I'm just going to chuck that in the backpack for now. Can we put this on there? How does this work? Oh, that is so cool. Like that. So we've got the XP in there. And we can just dish it out. Okay, cool. Let's grab buckets. We're going to need 3 more buckets. And then we're also going to sleep. And let's quickly go grab the crop. So it was a carrot, a beetroot. Carrot, beetroot, potato. Can't remember. Carrot, potato, wheat, beetroot. Do we even have beetroot seeds? We don't. Beetroot can be commonly found as a wild plant in beach coasts. That's not going to happen. Where do we get beetroot seeds from? Sifting dirt. Are you joking me? Okay, well, I guess I'm going to go sift some dirt. I'm not going to bring you guys along for that because that's boring, so I'll be right back. So we got ourselves the beetroot seed, and over there next to the nether wart, we actually started growing the beetroot. We harvested the beetroot, and we crafted the nutritional chicken feed and the whole buckets of XP and all of those things that we said we were going to do. The biggest problem, I thought I pushed record and I didn't. So I apologize. I luckily noticed after we crafted the nutritional chicken feed. So I'm sorry. I do apologize for that, but it's done. The damage has been done, and I'm not going to pretend like I haven't done it yet and redo it. It's just not how it works. But anyway, now the next one we need to do is this one. So we're going to need 4 XP again. So it's a bone, rotten flesh, spider eye, and gunpowder. Rotten flesh, spider eye. No, 1 spider eye, bone, and gunpowder. That's fairly simple. And if we do this, and click, and we've got it. So we've got ourselves the 2 different types of feed, and it's dark. And what we need to do now with these items, we need to click on a chicken, and it's technically gonna sacrifice the chicken. So that's the sad part, but it is what it is. So if we right click, then apparently that happens. And then we're going to do another one. And that one was a bit more gruesome, and we got ourselves a rotten egg. We also got a bunch of feathers, which is actually fantastic because now we don't need to do the passive farm first because we actually have the feathers to do the upgrade, which is perfect. I'm just going to take those out. And then let's quickly grab the upgrade. Let's see if we can make another upgrade. So we need to make 1, 2, like so. Wow, this actually worked out perfectly. Because, I mean, now we can just go through here. We can just say show area. We plonk another one in there. I mean, on top. Perfect. So we can turn hide area again. We need to remove this. And I'm going to remove this one as well. We need to take ourselves a lever. Place it over there. Turn it on. And the reason why we don't have one of these cogwheel blocks over here, because if you give it a direct signal, like mentioned earlier, it will lock it, so we can't have something there. So we have to sacrifice that one, but it's not a biggie. We've still got it, so we can do that. And now I think we should just maybe put a roof on this thing. And we don't have enough blocks, so yeah, roof edge. Let's grab ourselves some more stone real quick. Where's the stone? Over here. Oh, we don't have much left. Just do those. Those. And I know it's not very pretty. It's just like a stone brick structure. But the idea is that I will decorate it. I might just build a cave around it or build something fancy around it. Whatever. I don't know. But let's just do this for now. Please tell me this is going to be enough blocks. It might be. Let's do this. There we go. Oh, another thing we just need to look at is this. And this. Oh, I don't think maybe there's not one here. Maybe there's one there. Yeah. Okay, so you see what this is? This is the feral lights. So we need to actually go around and remove the feral lights, which is, there's one over here. And I think there's a bunch outside. Because they'll technically continue to place feral lights or light sources around the world. They place invisible torches technically, because see there's one over there as well, and there's a chance they might place them inside you. Okay, but we can still test it. We can still get this farm going. We need to first put on this thing, the ender inhibitor. So now it's on, so endermen that spawn in here won't be able to TP. This can remain like that. That's perfect. Our fans are off and they're all in the right position. We need to fill this in. We've got our XP and this thing we still need to set up as well. Not show particles. And we need to say offset as well. That's 3, 5. No, that's the offset button. Like so. And now we offset it that way. And can we offset this way? And then we just offset Y once. And then maybe we increase the Y radius like so. And we just hide. Okay. So this should work. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just place this egg right over there. Oh, why? Create a 5x5 area of dreadful dirt. Used on grass, dirt, mycelium, or farmland. Oh, it's coarse. I was still supposed to... Oh, it. Okay, cool. Just like that. And now, technically, if we turn this off, we should see mobs spawning. And if we turn the fans on, we get mobs killed. Oh, that is so good. It's pretty noisy though, so I'm just going to turn it off for now. Because I think we'll have to do mufflers. You see, this is the general one. So maybe if we do an anchor, and if we, I think, yeah, we have to mute all of these. Set the anchor first. How do I set the anchor? Oh, set anchor. And then we do, let's do it over here, maybe. This, and we're going to say set anchor here. We're going to search hurt. We're going to search kill. There's nothing for there. We're going to say nothing for that. Let's do mob. Mob grinding, yes. And let's just turn it on again. Let's see if we got everything. We need to do ambient still. Flamethrower, we're going to say, no, this one. Spider step. So I think we're going to do all of these as well. Which slime squishy. So basically it's a bunch of them. Yes, yes, the ambient one from the mobs. So we're just going to go through and just turn all of these off, and that way we won't hear them. Okay, so this is a prime example. You see over there, the light source that came in? That is the feral light mod. So we've got something over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around. I'm quickly going to see if we can destroy all of that. And then once I'm done with that, I'll bring you guys back. And I think I'm also going to finish this farm, so we can turn them both on and see what happens and how this thing looks and works and runs. Okay, so we've got both farms built up. This one has been running for quite a while. I literally just increased the chest size and then I turned it off. But if we flick this lever and this lever, no, we need to flick this one again. You'll see it's still working. It still brings items in and everything. We will maybe have to put some filters onto this chest and get rid of, let's say, the tools and the leather armor and stuff like that, but I'm not going to do that during the episode. I might just do it off camera and then just show you guys in the next episode. But yeah, so that's working perfectly. We can turn on light. We can see the last few dying there. Come on. And XP gets picked up. We just need to say collect XP. There we go, 13 levels, and there we got a few more items. So this one's working perfectly. This one is also working, but we haven't placed the egg yet, and I am not sure how I'm going to do this because I don't want it to trigger while I'm in there. How am I going to do this? Or while there's a hole in the floor. Maybe like this. There we go. Oh, that's cool. Oh, but this isn't nice. This isn't triggering chickens and stuff. Oh no. I thought this will do chickens and stuff, but it does like the starbunkles and stuff like that. Nothing more spawns when the light's off. Okay, well, it looks like I might have maybe... wasted one of these. Oh, Oh, that's pretty sad. Okay, well, I'm going to turn off the light because things don't spawn when it's dark in this room because they need light. But yeah, that's a failure. That wasn't supposed to happen. We were supposed to get passive mobs like chickens and stuff, and I was almost certain. Let's quickly read on this one. It says, can be fed, blah, blah. The golden egg can be placed on the dirt and will make, at most, a 5x5 area of delightful dirt. Delightful dirt will spawn passive mobs much more commonly than normal dirt. It might even spawn some you rarely see. That's all it spawns. Okay, well, that's not good. Oh, we got some more dreadful and delightful dirt. This way around. Yeah, it literally only gives those. Okay, well, that was a failure, but nonetheless, we have ourselves a hostile mob farm that's working pretty decently well, and I'm really excited about that. And also, we managed to automate the smelting of the different ores from geoore into, well, the raw format, which I can already see that we're going to run out of storage real soon. Yeah, because if I look at this, 28,000, oh, 49, no, we're still fine. This one's close. But yeah, we've done that. We've automated or we've got some passive mobs going, and I've learned quite a lot about new mobs and pipes, how they work, and it's all thanks to the community, the wikis, and naturally, like mentioned, ChosenArchitect for designing that really awesome farm, and I'm excited to use it in future mod packs, or maybe even improve on it, not improve on it, build my own version of it, that's better, and just see what I can do with it. But with that said, this episode's been going on for quite a while, and I really enjoy these long format episodes. Yes, that's the time to eat. And this relax plays, because I learn so much more. And like mentioned, I do want to play Stone Block. I want to start that. So let me know down in the comments, if I start playing Stone Block, should I stream it? Should that become our once a week stream series as well? I say as well because I've got something else planned as well. But let me know down in the comments. Till next time, take care. Bye for now.